Hello, boys and girls. Professor Inkwell here. Welcome back to my drawing room. Mr. Voice, why didn't you tell me we had company?
Well, Professor, I don't have any eyes.
All I'm hearing is excuses, not solutions. Today, boys and girls, I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Steve from Minecraft. I hope you'll follow along. All you'll need is writing utensils, some paper, and something to color with. Now, let's get started. Now, I love drawing Minecraft Steve because he's such a simple character to draw. He's literally made up of a bunch of squares and cubes. Today, I'm going to be using a Sharpie to draw Minecraft Steve, but once again, boys and girls, you could use whatever you'd like. You can use a pencil, a pen, a crayon, whatever you have around the house. And always make sure that if you're using a pen, go ahead and put a couple of pieces of paper underneath just so the ink doesn't get onto the table. Now, the first step we're going to do in drawing Steve from Minecraft is we're going to be drawing his head. His head is just one giant square, and you can freehand that if you like, or you can do what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a very large and wide number 11. Right there. 1, 2. So that's just the number 11 right there. And I'm going to connect the top and the bottom with a straight line. Like this. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, we're not going to have enough room for the rest of his body. Well, today, boys and girls, I'm going to be drawing a stylized version of Minecraft Steve, meaning he's not going to look exactly like the one from Minecraft. I'm going to be adding a few artistic styles and decisions in order to make the character a bit more unique. So right underneath this square, let's go ahead and draw another number 11, but a lot smaller, and this is going to represent his body. Let's make that a little longer here. And we'll close it off at the bottom with another straight line. So we just have two squares. That's going to represent his head. That's going to represent his body. Now before we draw his legs, let's go ahead and start drawing his right arm. Right about here, let's draw a very small diagonal line like that. So now we just have a tiny triangle right underneath the right-hand side of this square. And at the bottom of this corner, we're going to draw a straight line and another one at the top and connect those. Another diagonal line that's parallel to this one, and this is going to represent the top of his right arm. Now from this corner, let's draw one diagonal line right about there, and we'll draw another one, but we'll stop right about there, just so we have enough room to draw a line that's exactly like this one to connect at the bottom. Now remember, boys and girls, you can always pause this video and take your time if you need to catch up. You see this line right here? We're going to draw that exact same line right here at that exact same angle. And then we'll just connect those 2 points with another diagonal line. That's the same with this one. So now we have his first arm. It's just one large rectangle prism. Let's go ahead and draw his right leg. At this point right here, let's just draw one diagonal line like that. And at the bottom of this line, let's draw one straight line like that. So at this point, let's go ahead and draw another line that's exactly the same as this one. And if it helps, boys and girls, you can always use a ruler to keep your line straight if you like. Right underneath this line, let's go ahead and finish drawing just a simple square. And at the top of this corner right here, we're going to draw a very small line that's the same length as this one. And then we'll just connect those 2 points with another straight line that's parallel to this one. So that's his first leg. Let's go ahead and draw his other leg, and that one's going to be resting behind the one in front. So right about here, just go ahead and draw another diagonal line. So we got another triangle right here. Now this line is going to continue all the way to this point right here. Draw another dot, but don't draw your line through the leg. Imagine the line going through it, but don't draw it, and then stop right here. Go ahead and finish drawing that diagonal line. And now we'll just draw another very small straight line like that. And at this point, we're going to draw this exact same line right here. Nice and diagonal. And then right here, we'll just draw a very diagonal line like that. And this line right here, we're just going to draw that exact same line, so we'll have 3 parallel lines. And that'll be his other leg resting behind the one in front. So it looks like he's walking. Let's go ahead and draw the right-hand side of this cube representing his body. Right at this point, just draw a very short straight line, and then just bring it up and have it stop touching his right arm. We'll do the same thing up here, and we'll draw the right-hand side of the cube representing his face. Another straight line right here. And we'll just draw a parallel line to this one, straight down. Stop right about there, and finish drawing that straight line across. And that'll represent the right-hand side of the cube representing his face. Let's draw his left arm, and that one's going to be extending out towards us. So right about here, we'll draw a diagonal line, just like that. And then draw a straight line across, just like that. So we're pretty much drawing this same shape up here. At this point, go ahead and make another line straight down. Underneath here, another one. So we're just drawing a square. So we have a one straight line and then a little square here. And we're going to draw this exact same line underneath here, keeping it as parallel as possible. And we'll just draw another parallel line from this point all the way to there, touching the bottom of his face. So that's going to represent his left arm. Now, I think I'll draw Steve holding a torch, but you can have him hold a pickaxe, a sword, whatever you'd like. But if you want to draw a torch, that's very simple. Right about here, we're just going to extend this line straight up. Right there. And we'll draw a diagonal line like this. And we'll draw that straight line down here like that. And we'll just connect these 2 points with a parallel line to this one. Just close that up. And then at this point, we'll draw a very small straight line here, and the same one up there, and connect it with a line that's parallel to that one. And we're going to draw a parallel line to this one, all the way down like this. It's not quite parallel. Eventually, they'll intersect. And then we'll just draw another short line at the bottom, closing that up. And then, right underneath this line, we'll go right about there and draw a similar line like that. Same thing with this line, another parallel line like that. And that'll represent the torch. Now right now it just looks like a bunch of random lines representing cubes, but let's go ahead and draw his face, and then when we color him in later, it'll look a lot more like Minecraft Steve. So let's start with his hair. About a quarter of the way down here, we'll draw a straight line like this. And we'll draw another line up and draw a straight line across like this, and do the same thing on the other side. So we have this very interesting shape here. That's going to represent his hair. And for his eyes, let's go ahead and just draw 2 number 11s. 1, 2. The bigger you draw him, the cuter he'll look, and we'll just close it at the top and bottom. Let's go ahead and draw his nose. That's just a simple thin rectangle. And for his mouth, it's just like you're drawing a rectangle, but you're not quite finishing it. And you can even draw his mouth open a little bit, color it in if you like. And we'll draw his eyes. You can make him looking up, down, left, right, wherever you want. I think I'll make him looking up to the right, and you can always color those in. We're going to draw his ear on this side, and basically it's just going to look like you're drawing a set of stairs. He's a very pixelated character, a lot of very simple shapes, so that's going to represent his ear, and this part will represent his hair. It'll make more sense once we color him in. For the collar underneath his shirt, that's just going to be a very simple shape like this. It almost looks like a Tetris piece. And for the bottom of his shirt, we'll start to draw a straight line, but we'll stop right about there and draw another set of stairs. And we'll do the same thing on this side. That's going to represent his shirt sticking out of his pants a little bit. Now for his shoes, you can literally just draw a straight parallel line like that, and another one going straight down. And we'll do the same thing on this side. However, this one is going to be going up. For the sleeves of his shirt, we'll do the same thing, a straight line across, and another line that's parallel to this one. We'll draw a straight line across here and go straight down on that side. Now you can draw whatever you like for the background. You can make him in a cave, you can make him in a field of grass, you can put a creeper behind him. I think I'll do that, actually. I'll just do the exact same thing we did to draw his face. Make those lines like that. Now you don't have to draw this, boys and girls. You can draw whatever you want. I think I'll just draw a little creeper creeping up behind him. Now remember, this is a very stylized version, meaning I'm making a lot of different choices in order to make the character look more unique. So it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. You can do whatever you like. You can have fun with it. You can make him have a hat. You can make him have glasses. Whatever you want to do. Now we get to color him in, and today I'm going to be using quite a few different colors here. We're going to use yellow and orange for the fire on his torch. We're going to use gray for his shoes. We're going to use this blue for his pants, and a nice turquoise for his shirt, and we got brown for his hair, and we'll use this tan color for his skin. Oh, and of course we're going to be using green for that creepy creeper behind him. I'll go ahead and speed this part up, but feel free to pause the video whenever you'd like. And there you have it, everyone. Now you can use any colors you like, and you may have noticed that I added some squares and some minor details here in the torch, his shirt, and around the creeper. That's just to represent the pixels. You don't have to put thousands of tiny little squares everywhere. You can just put a few to represent that these characters are made of pixels. That's another artistic decision, a style that we chose to simplify the character. And of course, the most important part to any artist's work is the signature. Oh my stars and garters, boys and girls, you have just created Steve from Minecraft. Congratulations! Now students, I would love to see your artwork, so if you have an Instagram account, go ahead and tag Professor Inkwell and I would love to share your artwork. Well, boys and girls, if you had half as much fun as I did, that means I had twice as much fun as you. Until next time, go have an adventure, and we'll see you on the next tutorial.
This just in, clicking the like button, leaving a comment below, and subscribing to Professor Inkwell will gain you instant happiness. Or so I've been told. And don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss out on any new content.